Hey guys, it's me Ari, and in today's video I wanted to cover a theme that's kind of really trending at the moment. You could call it a buzzword because it's kind of everywhere, and I see a lot of people are using it the wrong way and it's being misinterpreted, and that's AI agents. You've probably seen people from Mark Zuckerberg to Jeff Bezos to every single other AI guru out there preaching about AI agents, and it's a bit overwhelming. Maybe it's difficult to really understand what this actually means in practice. Well, look no further. Today I wanted to depict the use cases of AI agents, as well as break down the anatomy, as well as illustrate how automations and agents are similar, but at the end of the day, different. So look no further, let's dive into this. So as you see, I've called it here the AI agent revolution. And it is a revolution because it is gonna redefine work forever. Give it max 2 years and you will see AI agents being implemented left, right and center. And not only enterprise companies, but also small to medium sized B2B and B2C companies. Because the utility and the leverage that you gain by implementing this technology and really enabling it to be custom tailored for your needs, that's essentially just hiring more people without actually hiring them. You could replace your human labor. The efficiency, the optimized processes, the personalization, the customer initiatives that you gain by these agents are simply out of this world. A human cannot compete with this. So it's the season of either adapting or getting left behind. So let me elaborate. What are actually AI agents? And a simple explanation is that they are digital assistants powered by artificial intelligence designed to perform specific tasks autonomously, essentially mimicking the role of a highly efficient and specialized employee, as I'm saying. And unlike traditional softwares that require constant input, where we have to kind of spar back and forth in order to make this enabled in practice, AI agents can think, learn, and act independently, further improving efficiency over time through machine learning, as well as NLP and NLU. So essentially they can act independently within their assigned roles. And as I'm mentioning, they get better over time at performing tasks without the direct and constant reiteration of a human being. And so just to kind of illustrate this into practice, the anatomy of agents, it's something that I've divided into 3 separate parts. So the ultimate goal is of course the task performance. This is the front end, this is what gets automated for us. But how can it actually be enabled to do this job for us? Well, that comes from constantly updating the knowledge base and training it up on the utilities and behaviors, as well as the tonalities, cadence, and user intentions that you need the agents to operate within, whether that's through kind of guardrails that you guide it and then further just let it be autonomous over time, or if it's just something that you depict the perfect use case from immediately and just let it train up. Now, furthermore, when I'm speaking about the autonomy here, that's the leverage that we gain from the AI agents. They will go in the marketplace and perform tasks for us autonomously and always fuel this process for us. Now, regarding the autonomy, of course, the goal of the AI agents is for it to be cooperating with us, but without using us as the input continuously. And this is what the agents does for us in practice. Because instead of a simple workflow automations where there are so many if, buts, goal to goal, point to point scenarios, an AI agent can depict the best outcome, the best use case for us. It can choose whether it will reiterate the information back to us, or it can just completely do the job by itself and then ultimately just give us a heads up like, hey, I just researched this full company and hit him with these specific pain points and this personalized icebreaker and full body email, as well as connecting to my LinkedIn account, and I sent him a LinkedIn request and also a personalized LinkedIn message. Like, that's kind of when we're talking about placing BDRs, that's the full effect of AI agents. Now, here's how AI agents work. Well, they start by taking the input that we give it. Like, it's not just our thoughts that set up these agents. We actually gotta do some work in the front end, but trust me, it's worth it. So they start receiving input that could be specific data, instructions, triggers from your systems, or even external sources through an API connection or a seamless webhook automation, whatever. It could be more precisely customer inquiries, sales data, or other information given from your website. And so essentially it takes the input and now it will process the input intelligently. So once they have the data that we need, they analyze it using preset rules, which we determine, as well as algorithms. And the biggest power in the long run is through its own machine learning. So this allows the agents to interpret the data, identify patterns and bottlenecks that it can solve autonomously, and even decide the best course of action based on the context and their own programming. And at the end of the day, it has to deliver output naturally. So after processing and reiterating this process for an extended period, they ultimately take action upon the requests that we give them. So this could be completing a task such as updating your CRM on a decision status, or making a full decision like prioritizing these leads to reach out to, or even interacting with other systems or people, such as sending personalized emails completely by itself or answering customer inquiries. And so this is kind of the agent workflow funnel that I have illustrated here. So it has a lot of input, a lot of data and its own knowledge base here, and giving the specific guardrails and discoveries that we would like for it to process intelligently, it filters out the relevance, the competency that it needs to perform this in practice, and then ultimately leads towards a funnel lookalike here. And the specific people that ultimately fall down in this funnel, they are the prioritized leads. And now what the output becomes here is, for example, here the leads that it would prioritize to reach out to and send personalized emails, or the specific tasks that it actually operates and does for us completely seamlessly. So the more data, the more guardrails that we give it, and the complete workflow that it can start upon. From there, the use cases become more and more autonomous over time. But to think that AI agents are something that we just set up and never reiterate, never reconfigure, never ABCD test and set up a given workflow to, at least in this point of time, the technology is not there, especially not through no-code tools. So the best use case is to definitely have it depict the workflow which you would build. And I have a video regarding workflows within AI agents coming really shortly, so stay tuned for that. But as of now, as I keep mentioning, these AI agents, they work as a human being kinda, but they need data for it to process and start the seamless autonomous decision making that it will end up doing. And the tools, the data, etc., we provide that. So the tools can be, for example, to do lead research on this specific person, enhance by finding more information about this company. It can be to provide social media content for us. Whatever it is, the agent on its own takes action upon the tools that it has given. So think of the agent as kind of an employee, and your employee, say you're a business owner, even though you have an employee that does the work autonomously by him or herself, you gotta give it the tools, you gotta give it the input, you gotta say kind of how it will work in practice and what you should do, as well as give it the knowledge base and the training and the ongoing training in the beginning. But the biggest benefit here is that with training, your AI agent will very quickly be your smartest employee. That's the benefit here. And of course, in practice, handle more complex tasks and workflows by itself. And yeah, just to say it for the 15th time this video, it has autonomous decision making. That's the differentiation. That's your unique selling point when thinking about AI agents. It does it for you. That's amazing. And you've probably seen AI automations through Make and Zapier, and these are great. I use them all the time within my content systems, my agencies, my SOP handling, my decision making, whatever. But they are more repetitive, they are rule-based, tasks and workflows. As I keep saying, if, buts, module to module, kind of really combining these into a scenery. That's workflows. But the problem with workflows is that if they are super big, especially within Make, they are more prone to error, which will just break the automation. And you'll be thinking, where did this actually stop? What was the problem? And it cannot really do its own job. The output is, of course, more predictable. It's more based, as I say, and they will be kind of what we foreshadow. Whereas the AI agents can kind of surprise us, whether that's in a good or a bad way, but it will be much more custom tailored and diversified and as well personalized to the recipient and the output that we are looking to achieve. Especially when it comes to more complex workflows, I feel that AI agents are much less prone to error than specific workflows through automation platforms such as Make, just because it comes down to the autonomous part. Now I would like to just demonstrate a few different AI agents. So let me just further elaborate regarding prospecting. So let's just say a company faces this challenge. Building accurate prospect lists can be time consuming and prone to human error. The solution? An AI prospecting agent automates this process by first and foremost scraping the web for businesses that match your ICP, extract key variables such as company name, decision maker info, industry size, social profiles. It can even find company headcount, ICP, pain points that you can target, etc., etc. The ideation here is kind of limitless. Thus, it will enrich the data by filling in missing details such as the email, phone number, and the specific URLs that we need for us to actually reach out to them. Ultimately, organizing all the information into a clean UI ready to use for your sales team. And the result is a comprehensive, high-quality lead list now built in hours, not days, giving your sales team a head start on closing deals. And why I use exactly this message here is because I am working with different sales appointment setting companies here in Norway that do manual cold calling. Their employees sit on the phone all day long. Honestly, I have been trying to build outbound and AI agent outreach systems for them, but that kind of goes against their whole business model and they get offended by that. So I built an AI agent that supports their sales team rather than just immediately replaces them, even though I am trying to replace them and become the most leveraged guy in their company. I cannot lie. Again, illustrating this through a funnel. It starts with the input that we give it and extract key details and enriches those and organizes them into specific UIs that are really seamless for us to further take action upon. All right. Now, another example, agents for personalization. So another company might face this challenge. Crafting personalized messages or content for each prospect at scale is time intensive and often inconsistent. So the solution in this specific example here would be an AI personalization agent that automates this by first analyzing each prospect's data that it has gotten, let's say from this previous step here. Now it's another agent hopping in the loophole to find key data such as these here, as you see. Thus, we use this information to craft highly personalized messages or content that addresses specific pain points, such as, "Hi name, I noticed your recent post about topic. Here's how our solution can align with your goals." Now, don't get me wrong, you can do this through Make, you can do this through Clay, Persona, a million different tools out there to do this. But as I keep mentioning, it does this for us. I don't have to lift my finger. I don't have to sit in front of Clay and do this. Thus, leverage is secured. And of course, dynamically adjusts language and tone to fit the prospect's context or preferences. And it can even generate custom landing pages, video scripts, or proposals tailored to each and every single lead. It can fuel specific lead magnets that are custom tailored to this specific recipient. As I say, your imagination is the only thing holding you back in this step. So the result, naturally prospects receive outreach or content that feels uniquely tailored to them, significantly increasing engagement, trust, also conversion rates, Okay, so here is a visualization of this process. So it first takes the input from the previous agent here regarding prospecting and identifies the challenge, more precisely the prompt and the workflow that we have given it with its own tools underneath to perform these tasks. It analyzes the prospect data. From there, it further enhances the data by crafting personalized content towards this recipient, adjusts even the language and tone used so that it kind of differentiates the use cases from one email to another outreach. It can even generate custom materials, as I mentioned, and deliver the tailored outreach by itself. And when this is actually delivered, you can get a message sent to you on Slack, on WhatsApp, on Messenger, on email, whatever, just to get to know the agent's behavior as of now and what it actually has done for us right now in practice. So you see the ongoing theme. Our first agent does the prospecting and finds the ICPs and all the variables that we need and enriches those. The next one further enriches the personalized data that we can reach towards this recipient, and this final agent will outreach seamlessly for us. So as I mentioned, personalizing and managing outreach campaigns at scale, it's more hands-on and a sparring session between you and different platforms as well as LLMs embedded in these platforms. Now an AI outreach agent handles this. It creates tailored emails, schedules and sends messages at optimal times, follow-ups automatically, tracks open rates, key KPIs that we are looking to track. And so the results are scalable, hyper-personalized outreach campaigns that feel humanized but run entirely autonomously through these agents, boosting engagement, giving us even more conversations to fuel and contribute towards. So you see the visualization here again: tailored messaging, optimal scheduling, automated follow-ups, tracking, hyper-personalized outreach. And now, why should you even deploy AI agents? The benefits are endless. Boosted productivity, cost efficiency, scalability, enhanced accuracy, personalized engagement, time savings, improved decision making. And these benefits are kind of only foreshadowed in the agents that I have showcased here. You can have agents that are working more internally, they can be externally, they can be completely in the back end and no one even notices them, but they track and gather data and information for us. But these agents here are tailored towards being a BDR, replacing BDRs, being an outreach for us. So at the end of the day, the bottom line, deploying agents transforms your business into a more efficient, scalable, and customer-focused operation, unlocking growth potential while cutting costs. Imagine giving this value proposition to a company. I can further enhance your outreach processes, custom-tailored outreach to every single recipient with direct pain points and personalized approaches. I can fuel in leads in your pipeline. Either we hand them over to your physical sales team, or we can further fuel this into different agents which handle the operation thereafter. And we can do this completely working for you 24/7, hands fully enabled by our AI agents. I can save you approximately 45% in overhead costs, as well as increase your bottom line, plus boost conversions, reply rates, and just fuel your pipeline autonomously. That's something companies are looking to adapt more and more and more. And as I keep mentioning, give it max 2 years, agents, the buzzword will be like, everyone knows about SMMA this day, everyone knows about Bitcoin, oh, you should have invested in 2013. Look, I don't have a course about AI agents, so don't worry, I'm not trying to give you a FOMO, like missing out. But what I do say is that I work with companies all the time, from SMBs to companies over 70, 80 employees. Now also looking to fuel my pipeline with enterprise companies, and custom tailored AI agents, I promise you, will be the go-to. Now, these are some benefits just visualized again. So I hope this simple explanation of agents, this is more theoretical, as well as combining it with what it can do in practice. If you would like to see more enhanced builds, step-by-steps, or my ideations when actually coming and depicting upon different AI agents, Feel free to let me know in the comments if you would like my agency to cooperate with you in order to deploy and build these AI agents. I would work alongside you as an AI business consultant to identify bottlenecks and see what we can do with custom tailored AI agents. Cheeky plug, but if you're still here, why not? My company OptiControl, it's now fully prioritizing building and deploying these AI agents and going a bit more over from specific automations. But at the end of the day, many of these agents are triggered by automation platforms such as Make, etc. So these are always highly relevant. Now, what I would like to say to you, different platforms to build AI agents on. Well, BotPress, those are more like chatbot agents. Crew AI, if you are technical and have at least some form of coding experience, I would advise Crew AI. If you don't, fully no coded through Relevance AI. It's the platform that I'm using the most as of now. So you don't even need coding experience, but to be honest, if you know like 10-20% of the priority use cases of coding within AI agents, that will make you an authority and differentiate you in the marketplace for the long run. Check the link down below if you would like for us to cooperate. I hope you found this valuable. Give me some ideas down below for further videos you'd like to see from me. Other than that, I appreciate your time. Until next time, it's been me, Ari.